Welcome ENC 91 students. This is your professor Michael Bloomingberg, and this is a special follow-up video that I wanted to make for you as it relates to the pre-writing activity that you have to do for this week, being week 3, October 26th through November 1st. So I've already taken the liberty of clicking on the weekly folder. I'm going to click in the week 3 from the weekly assignments in the week 3 folder. One thing I wanted to let you know is I went ahead and added the Pearson eText link. I try to do this each week. I didn't originally have it on, but I wanted to add it because you're going to want to go back into the ebook and review your pre-writing strategies. So let me go ahead and click to pull it up. For whatever reason, every time I pull this up, by the way, it's always like 3 shades bigger than it needs to be. So it's going to be probably really in focus here once it opens. See what I mean? It's at Mine always opens at 263% for some reason. I'm going to shrink it down just so that everybody can see. Even 138's better. Up here at the top is where you can again navigate your page numbers. And what you're going to want to do is go to page 104. So type in 104. And then that takes you to the reading that you worked on last time. And it introduces you again to the stages in the writing process. And up here at the top you can just flip through the pages, which is what I'm going to do. And I just wanted to show you that you can incorporate one of some different strategies to use. The first technique that you can use is what's called free writing. It's on the bottom of page 105. And actually I need to adjust the camera just so we can get everything into view here. And hopefully now you're able to see it. And you can follow along with me if you're on your own computer too, and I'll kind of walk you through. But free writing is just where you put your pen to paper, or in your case put your fingers on the keyboard, and you type nonstop in sentence journal form anything that comes to mind about your topic. And again, your topic is why does my life matter? And so you do that, you try to time yourself for about 10 minutes. And you don't worry about spelling, grammar, punctuation, that kind of thing. You're just trying to get some ideas. That's what this pre-writing activity is all about. It's not the essay itself. It's just getting ideas for the essay. And so study free writing. It's on 105, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I want to come back to mapping because that's such an important part of what we identify as clustering as well, although I think clustering is shown on 107. I like mapping, but I want to really focus in on clustering. So remember, you may choose to do a free write. That's the first one we mentioned. Brainstorming is on the bottom of 106, and it is a free-flowing, free-associating list of words or ideas that you write to get the ideas flowing. And it shows you an example down here in the blue box if you're following along with me in the ebook. So now, if you're talking about adoption or pet adoptions, it gives just a listing of things that came to mind for the author when considering those potential topics. And so again, I recommend you take 10 minutes on this assignment. Don't overdo it. But take about 10 minutes where if you're free writing your listing in sentence form, just anything that comes to mind on the topic. The key with free writing is you don't stop. And even if you run out of things to say, put that down on your paper. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. With the theory that you'll get recentered. With brainstorming, you're just listing. And again, take about 10 minutes to just list. It's kind of like a grocery list. Just listing things that come to mind about your topic. In either rate, you need to put on the top of your paper why my life matters, and then just go from there. Clustering, and again, I'm on 107. If you're having trouble seeing, I'm on 107 in the ebook. It's the circle approach, where you just put your topic in the cluster, and you kind of go from there. And you connect your ideas, you branch out any ideas that come to mind, and you can even branch out from your ideas. And so just read that carefully, and I think it'll explain it pretty well for you on 107. So just to review, we've talked about free writing, brainstorming, clustering. Those are the 3 techniques that you can use on this particular assignment. I wanted to show you, this is a blank Microsoft Word document. And what I wanted to do is just show you, and I'm going to have to adjust camera, so hold on just a second while I do that. Okay. Because I know the camera's jumpy here. Sorry about that. But I wanted to show you how easy it is to do a cluster on Microsoft. It's pretty easy. If you go up at the top, I don't know if you can see this, but up here, and I got to preface by saying I'm using Word 2016. This is a new version of Microsoft. But I think if you're using 2013 or an older version, it's very similar. But and it looks like maybe we're still not able to see quite everything, so hold on. Let me adjust camera. Now we can see. Up here at the top for Insert, just go to Insert, and it'll change your tabs over. And if you go to Shapes, right here, it's pretty easy. They actually have circles there. It's hard for you to see on the camera, but you'll just click your circle, bring it in, and you can make your circle as big as you want it to be. And in that circle, you can just type "Why My Life Matters." And then to further go with it, up here in the corner, there's a line. Microsoft's very nice with letting us do that. And what I'm going to do is move this up so hopefully you can see what I've done. And same thing here, if I can move it up, you can see I've made a line connect, and then I can go back over here and actually add another cluster, and you can make these as big as small as you need to make them to fit them on the page. But I didn't want you to think that you can't do clustering because it has to be typed. And again, this activity, as all activities, need to be typed and submitted. You can do clustering on Microsoft Word. You can do this in pretty much the same way if you create a blank slide on Microsoft, I almost said Excel, but I meant to say PowerPoint. If those of you out there who are comfortable with PowerPoint, you can do the assignment on there as well. It's just easier for me, per se, to do it on Microsoft Word. So again, free writing, brainstorming, and as you see here, clustering. Any of those approaches will work. You know where to review the information. This is not new. You read this last week. This is step 1 of the writing process, but you know where to go now in order to find that information. As always, if you have questions, email me, but I hope you found this video helpful in looking at the pre-writing activity. I look forward to seeing what you come up with, and take care and good luck.